to say something. So in Halium University, I will give as visiting lecturer, I will give some call there. In addition to that, thanks to God, you know, after coming to Korea, I studied Korean language. So we already, me and also my wife, we finished. So because of that, you know, we got an opportunity to change our visa also, like resident. So because of that, you know, it's a kind of startup. We are trying our best, but we you know, as I said, you know, in my question earlier when you use the second presentation. So I will try to connect, you know, Korean experience, Korean opportunity to African countries, especially Ethiopia and with different African countries. As you know, we are responsible to show different change to, you know, Africa. So in a short, you know, as you heard that it's only 15 minutes, so I will try to finish on this. So you know, I can share you know, the presentation will be here, so it's possible to, I can give you the presentation, so don't worry, I will rush on some point. So when you see the content, the introduction.
African students here, I'd like to appreciate to all the organizers and the speakers and attendees for making this conference a success. And to our fellow students, I would say that warm-hearted congratulations for not just showing up, but for actively participating and sharing your achievements here with us. Today, the conference is more than just changing knowledges. It is about growth and collaboration and strengthening among us. From personal experience, I sympathize deeply the journey you are on is not easy work. Studying in Korea, far from your homes, comes with serious set of the challenges unexpected. I'm sure you must have faced many cultural differences and language barriers and the moments of doubt. But you have been struggling to overcome barriers and challenges since you landed this country. You have persevered well and you have shown resilience. I'd like to say that you should be immensely proud of yourself. At my age, in mid-40s, I realized that our lives are determined by a repeated combination of hidden cause and effect and coincidence. In that, our gathering today is not by coincidence. It is made by the...
As a keynote speaker, second keynote speaker, today I'm going to present to you a new way of Korea-Africa business collaboration with the active participation by you guys in here, okay? Next. Before starting, let me introduce myself. I'm a little bit older than all of you here today with gray hair, but I'm still young in terms of my mentality and also enthusiastic in the future. At the moment, I'm vice chairman of Korean non-profit making organization called KOSTA. KOSTA is standing for Korea SME Traders Association, established back in 2018, nearly for 6 years. I used to be with the Korean government. Many of you may know that KOTRA, Korea Trade Investment Promotion Agency, as a government agency under the Ministry of Korean MITI. But anyway, I used to be with the KOTRA for 30 years as Executive Vice President. I have visited nearly 80 countries all over the world, including Africa. And then I have worked for BEPA, which is Busan Economic Promotion Agency, which is Busan City Foundation. And recently I have joined with KOSTA to share my experience and expertise with people like you from overseas and also Korean SMEs and startups in Korea. At the moment, I'm doing some consulting job for Kyrgyzstan, cyber
Relative numbers from 2015. You can see like a handful of them to uncountable. And you can see like from the photos, from 2016, you can recognize the faces. But as you go on, the numbers keep growing and almost the faces become irrecognizable. So maybe you cannot actually identify me in this photo, but I'm there. But here, maybe I'm here, a little here, and here. But I can't also see myself in other photos. So anyway, the numbers have been growing over the 10 years. And I'll show the trend of the growth. So first, we look at the enrollment, the number of people that have been enrolled throughout the years. So each year, like in 2015, we had 1 million, and then the number grew. But then because of COVID-19, there was a stagnation. And then the numbers increased again after that. So there are so many reasons for the growth of numbers. Growth of awareness of Hiroshima University among the Africans, then excellent performance, then professors ask Africans to recommend their friends for scholarships, and also expansion of scholarship opportunities. So when you look at the graph on the right, we can see that, of course, the courses, the distribution of students per course, we can see that master's students are always higher. But interestingly, there was a new segment that was
with the farmers and fishers in order to be able to sustainably and economically feasibly operate their fishing activities. So from there we had a lot of results that show the bright future of the fisheries sector. So what we learned from this? The first one is the background of the head of state. Our president is a PhD holder, so he knows the importance of using research information for the economic development. And also, the government will is another reason for another lesson we learned from Zanzibar case. The government adopted the Blue Economy agenda, which aims to utilize the fish and the marine resources for the economic development and environmental conservation. And the third one is an appointment of the academia and researchers to the decision-making cycles. We had a lot of PhD holders who understand the meaning and value of research for the economic development, and that's why they managed to make some changes. And that now we have started.
Ask me, I have 5 papers, which queue are they? We found out their papers were queue for. So you see the level of African students not having the information on how to maximize their opportunities in the country where they are. This is the story I've been having when I go to Australia, to US. We don't have a platform. Every country has a specific need. There are countries like the US, you don't need to have papers to be a same professor. Sometimes you don't need to have journal papers. Sometimes international conference. So that's the motivation behind WARESA. But I will go a little bit fast. This was said, probably I will not come for the this is how the friends around WARESA, different countries. But I will talk about one of the achievements about WARESA. In the next 5 years, in the next 5 to 6 months, or in the next 1 year, we want to have strong MOUs. We're going to have what we call WARESA Student Community Partnership. I was surprised to see how the Congolese are organized. They have a very nice, and the representative of Congo will come next after me, they have a very nice website, to the point that they even post the achievement, the papers of their students. I was very surprised how the Congolese are organized. So here we have the representative of Burkina Faso, we have the representative of Mozambique, other representative were supposed to come today, but today we have the Seoul festival. But by the next 12 months, we want to see all the African student community very, very organized. You have a meeting, you have a website, you talk about the issues, you talk about the opportunities. We even have here Mrs. Biali. We have actually a platform with WARESA. We have, in the WARESA, we have WARESA RAO, which means WARESA Rights and Obligations. She's the one who's going to help us to collect all the legal issues of Africa. So what we're going to do, because we don't have too much funding, this is what we have decided. We have a platform on the website.